Yo, what's up, y'all? This Philosophical from the Rap Review Room, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Man, what a night last night. What a night last night. I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on the Cash Money versus No Limit versus last night. How some things I probably would have changed to make it a little bit better. My thoughts on it overall. And we're gonna talk about a little bit about Birdman. We're gonna talk a little bit about Birdman here. And my thoughts on that, y'all. But let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. My thoughts, final thoughts on the Cash Money versus No Limit versus got to the intro. What's going on? What's going on? Again. I just want to give thanks, uh, the love and support. We made it over 1,000 subscribers, y'all. I really appreciate that. I love y'all. I really appreciate what you guys have really supported the channel. Thankful. I was not expecting to get this far this early. I appreciate everyone that supported the channel, all the way down to Radicus, So Logic, Zeus Money, and this is not in no particular order, man. Everybody that Dr. Lecter, man, that really supported the channel, and I thank everybody from all the comments, man, all the Instagram love, man, and just being able to review music, being able to review albums, you guys honoring and giving me the opportunity to bless me with you guys' music, man, and being able to, um, you know, these type of things can turn really negative. And I'm glad we've developed a relationship, a good networking relationship, being able to connect with a lot of people, man, a lot of people, man, from Vez to, like I said, man, Rock the Outsider, man. Everybody. I apologize for missing some names, man, but just everybody that really, the interviews, man. John Connor, like I said, Zeus Money, So Logic, DL, D-Struck, being able to do a lot of things in such a short amount of time, and the journey continues, y'all. So, like I said, man, continue to subscribe to the page, like the page. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content, and also continue to comment, y'all. Continue to comment. I'm always engaging and responding to the comments, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all to getting me where I am today in such a short amount of time, and the journey continues. The journey continues, man. A lot of things have been going on in the background, but hey, I appreciate um, being able to do what I do for you guys and helping you guys. And the journey continues, y'all. But I just wanted to say I love you guys. Appreciate the support. Um, and thank you. So, man, um, couple things. The verses. Let's speak on the verses here, right? Um, No Limit and Cash Money. My initial thoughts were I've seen this go around and I thought about it. I think this should have been in New Orleans. I think having this in Vegas, I understand from the presentation standpoint, from like the Grandier type of the Las Vegas brings, but seeing it live, it didn't seem that very Grandier, right? I think this should have been in New Orleans. I think the crowd would have been much more live, much more lit, much more like people would. There will be a reaction to the songs better, right? Um, and then man, I just felt like Ebro did his thing. I mean, I understand the hosts were put in a certain I don't remember the other guy's name, but the hosts were put in a certain situation where, the live started late. I think it was a good turnout as far as the crowd, but I just feel like the crowd's reaction to the songs were like a little mid, a little mid. So maybe Las Vegas was now if they had this at us, if they had this where, let's say, for example, even if you had like maybe No Limit or Cash Money, and if they had it in two different locations, No Limit was in Las Vegas and maybe Cash Money was in New Orleans or vice versa, maybe that would have been a little bit better reaction. Overall, I feel like maybe this should have been in New Orleans, possibly, right? Have it at the New Orleans where the Saints play. Super Bowl. I think that would have been great. Maybe there was money involved. Maybe who knows what was going on, right? Situation. But I just feel like the reaction of the songs weren't that great, right? I'm gonna kind of go through, each kind of set. Like I said, it started late. Two, I felt like it was a little bit difficult if you didn't have, I believe, the Versus app or Versus channel, right? A lot of people were having difficulty finding, and I understand it was on Apple Music, right? I just feel like that it wasn't very clear. I had to really, really dig down and where to find it, how to watch it. I think that played a part into it too. I don't think they did a great job as far as like how to watch it, where to watch it, and getting people. If you don't have the channel or the premium tier, this is how you can watch it. I think it really left a lot of people who did not have iPhones or you did not have the channel out. And I think that hurt a little bit, right? And people are still talking about it still, but I think that hurt a lot of people being able to give that access to people overall, not just iPhone, not just Android, but if you don't have that premium tier, I think it kind of was a little misleading there on how to watch that, right? Also, let's start with the performances here. Let's start on the No Limit side. Uh, I said this, outside of the channel. I said I've been putting posts out who would win. I said unanimously, Cash Money would win. Cash Money has the better songs. Cash Money has the made better songs. And I said, man, I didn't want to hear a whole bunch of Master P songs, and I felt like we got a lot of Master P, right? And I understand, man. Let's call it a spade a spade. Couldn't get C Murder there. Couldn't get Mystical there. Magic passed away, right? I like the fact I had Snoop out there. That was really dope. That was really dope. Really, really, really dope. Snoop there, that was really dope. Um, MiaX killed it. As far as the No Limit side, MiaX was the star of the show, right? Good to see Fiend there. Good to see Fiend there, right? I feel like they could have done some Fiend songs, man. Could have done some Fiend songs, right? They did make him say, hey, again. Fiend had a great verse on there, of course. MiaX had a dope verse on there, but man, you're gonna do that song and Mystical ain't there. And I understand for reasons, obviously, right? C Murder not being there, Mystical not being there. It's good. It was good to see Silk the Shocker on there, but again, I feel like this played on the crowd as far as again those songs didn't really connect very well in the. And I know people traveled and things like that. I just feel like it would have done better in New Orleans, right? Um, I think Cash Money. I'm going to speak on Cash Money side in a second here, but I just feel like we heard a lot of Master P. We heard a lot of Mia X killed it. I think Mia X was the of the star of the show as far as like the No Limit side. Good to see Fiend. Good to see Silk the Shocker. Good to see Snoop. Really, really dope, man. Really, I think they did what they had to do. I think they did what they could. Right. So let's talk about Cash Money. Let's talk about Cash Money. Juvenile was the star of the show, right? Juvenile was the star of the show here, right? Um, I feel like, man, it was a missed opportunity here. While Wayne wasn't there, I don't know the specifics of why he wasn't there. I feel like that was kind of a missed opportunity. And, I'm going to speak on Birdman's ending speech here in a little bit here, but I feel like Cash Money killed it unanimously, right? Um, I would give No Limit maybe 1 or 2 points on certain songs here and there, but I'm telling you, Cash Money killed it. PG killed it. Even Cash Money is Army, Bling Bling. Juvenile was the star of the show. Juvenile was killing it, yo. Juvenile was out there rapping Lil Wayne's verses, Turk's verses. I mean, Juvenile was the star. I think Juvenile was the star of the show outside of Mia X. And of course, Master P performing his verses, right? I think Juvenile killed it. Juvenile killed it, right? Juvenile's the star of the show. Juvenile's got the stage presence. Juvenile's got, and I think that played a part into why I feel like, I felt like Cash Money was going to win this, right? Um, I just feel like it was a grand stage for Cash Money, right? Cash Money had Manny Fresh out there, Birdman did his thing, Big Timers did their songs. But that was a little it for me. That was it, and that was a little disappointing. That was a little disappointing. I feel like they could have, whatever the situation was, they could have got Lil Wayne out there, man. They really could have got Lil Wayne out there, and I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It's just one of those things where Lil Wayne not being there, I feel like was a major miss for me, man. I feel like I don't know what was going on behind the scenes with Lil Wayne not being there. I just feel like, man, man, that's a huge disappointment, right? And I'm gonna get and Cash Money did the thing. Juvenile did the thing, man. Juvenile, I'm telling you, is the star of the show, right? Um, I just feel like again the ending there with Birdman speech about there has been rumors, well, I won't say rumors, following Cash Money for a long time. I just feel like Birdman kind of made it about himself again, right? A little bit, right? Kind of showing himself a little bit, saying what he said about Turk, even Wayne not being there. And I think everybody kind of being disappointed by Birdman's speech. I feel like that was unnecessary, man. Whatever's going on between Birdman and Turk, I just feel like, man, keep that behind the scenes, man. Keep that behind the scenes. And would they ever reconcile? I don't know. I don't think so. Now, and I just feel like Birdman kind of went left. He went off script a little bit, and you can tell, man. Everybody was just like, man, every Juvenile looked disappointed. Manny Fresh looked disappointed. It's just, man, it's just a lot of things behind the scenes. I think that um, maybe it'll come out. Hopefully, there's some reconciliation. I don't know what's going on between Wayne and Cash Money and Birdman. Maybe some things were said down behind the scenes. Wayne couldn't do it. Wayne is in another stratosphere right now, unfortunately, man. And you know, who knows why he wasn't there. But the thing with Turk, man, I just feel like Birdman, what he said with there, bringing the attention to that, I just feel like that was very unnecessary, man. But overall, it's good to see the love between No Limit and Cash Money. I think it could have been done in New Orleans. I understand No Limit couldn't get a lot of people there for obvious reasons. C Murder, Mystical, a lot of the members not passing away. Snoop there was a great, great, great touch. Cash Money side, it's disappointing that Lil Wayne wasn't there. It's disappointing that Turk wasn't there for obvious reasons. I think Birdman at the end kind of ruined it, gave it a little sour taste. But overall, it was good to see the verses. I feel like it was a little bit of a letdown. I feel like, it. I I think they did what they could. They did what they could, right? But overwhelmingly, I think Cash Money won this. Juvenile was the star of the show as far as on the Cash Money side. It's good to see Birdman and Manny performing again. No Lil Wayne, no Turk, no real surprises. On the No Limit side, MiaX, star of the show for No Limit. Master P doing his thing, still performing. Good to see Fiend. And good to see Snoop coming out there, right? Supporting No Limit. That was really dope, man. That was really love right there, man. Really, really dope, man. But yeah, Cash Money won overwhelmingly. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments on who won this versus. I think Cash Money won, of course. That's not a question. But let me know what you guys think about this Lil Wayne not being there, Turk not being there. No Limits performance overall. I think they did what they could. Uh, as I stated, I think I would have made it some changes there, y'all. But as I said, I really appreciate everybody that has liked and subscribed to the page. Continue to do that. Continue to comment, y'all. I'm Philosophical from the Rap Review Room, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace.